Hey guys, this is MC Guy for Life, and I just wanted to show you a little intro on just writing music for all those people who need help actually trying to write. It is actually one of the simplest things for me because I'm already doing it for like a year now. But I wanted to show you um basically the simplest way to make it more intelligent, make it more, basically for those people who actually need to find a way to kind of fit the flow more or do something different where it's not every line that rhymes or it's, use different words, different combos. So one I want to do is one of the ones that is so complicated that I've tried is the AB, the AB form of poetry slash rap. So it's basically where um, this A and then it's B and it's A and then B. So basically it's where one line rhymes with that one, so you're basically skipping, and keep on going. And basically what makes that easier, well not easier, but it's kind of difficult if you were used to just being like A or A B C C, and then do for the whole verse. And one of the most complicated ways I've seen it done is through, Eminem and people who basically just want to make it more complicated. And so I'm going to show you basically one of the easiest ways how to do it and for it to kind of make sense. So first of all, I'm going to start basically writing something. Sorry if you can't see the actual writing. I have terrible handwriting. Um, um, so one thing that I'm just writing is, lyrics are like knives, cut, stab, defend, much like modern wives, but a great friend. So basically what you're doing is, you're not just basically trying to rhyme every line. You want to be able to, make more lines. But the problem is, you might have a plan to use things that end, like defend, friend, girlfriend, instead. But the thing is, it's going to be easier to fill it up. So you don't have to, while you're working on knives and wives, you're also coming up with, friends. So you might be like, okay, I need to find more words that come with knife, but I know how to rhyme things that's like at the end with end. So it's also giving you time, so you don't have to worry about it later. So that's again one of the things that I love about doing this scheme, is because it kind of makes more sense in a sense that like you're going to be using this more so later on if you're an actual MC, or if you're just a writer or just a lyricist or you just like poetry or just songs. You might need this later on. The other thing is it's kind of complicated if you don't know how to do it right, because then you see it as more complicated. You actually have to look at different MCs in order for it to maybe make more sense for you. I mean, one thing I do is I look at sorry, I'm shaking, so a little cold down here. One thing that you have to look for is more so different MCs that have mastered it. One MC I like to see is Eminem, how he masters it, and he rhymes every other line. And if you pay attention to that, it helps you more so focus on your subject. I'm focusing on how my lyrics are and how it's more of a simile, elongated simile. They're like knives, and knives that cut, stab, and defend, which are like modern wives. I'm basically telling you about either one, my life, or two, about lyrics. So it narrows it down when you're comparing things that are more so alike. If you compare a girl's butt to a donkey, that's obviously you're not going to get, a lot of, well, other than 2 Chainz, you're really not going to find a lot of this kind of writing in most mainstreams. Like, people are actually trying so hard to do it. But if you look past that and look to the actual MCs, do you see like that they're making it complicated? What I loved was I think it was Rakim. He was doing complicated rhymes. I just watched a movie about him, and he was just explaining his rhyme scheme. So this is basically just an intro to have you help you, those who actually need help, writing this, because this is not so much complicated. But if you know how to do it, it makes more sense. And so one thing that might help you is to use a dictionary. And I have a really old-fashioned dictionary, and basically read it, and you don't even have to rhyme the ending of the word. One thing I've seen a lot of rappers do, and MCs, is they rhyme the first actual couple syllables of a word, and that just blows my mind. It's kind of a really difficult rhyme scheme. And no, I'm not giving you reasons to write. I'm giving you advice on how to make it better. Most of you people who are actually MCs probably do know how to write better. I've only been doing this for a year, and it's very complicated depending on how you do it. So I'm going to show you another scheme that I've done. It's a little bit different. If the camera shakes, I'm really sorry. It's just having a little bit of a problem filming myself actually for the first time. So one thing you want to do, let me draw a line. One thing you want to do is you want to try to basically make sense of what you're writing. So, okay. Okay, this might be better. I'm sorry for the constant switch of camera. Really trying to concentrate. So basically, one thing that people love to do is assume that you can't rhyme within the actual rap or a poem. So one thing I was doing is, I'm sick like butter under a refrigerator in an alligator. You got to kind of make, if you want, this is kind of easy, but if you plan on you making it longer, this is more like in between if you're really trying to rap fast or such. Basically, just keep on rhyming it. You got to kind of keep on writing, and I'm trying to get a better camera for this, but you have to deal with this right now. You just kind of got to rhyme within the actual sentence, and then if you want, the last word you rhymed in this part, at the line you're continuing, you can rhyme that again, and except like I'm using or but alligator. So what you can do is after that, if you want to stop there, you can be like it shoots like a revolver. So you can like a revolver. So you can keep on basically rhyming it, but you're not going to continue rhyming in one line, just one line. So you can be like, it shoots like a revolver, runs like a vulva, and it's, it keeps the rhyme scheme going. You get the and the vowel, so it's making it easier. And, this is just a little intro. I'm going to do more. This is basically to help people who need help, and I'm going to try to improve my handwriting and have another one set up maybe later today, because I'm really focusing on my raps right now, because I'm on break, and I'm really trying to basically get the mindset for people that, this is, as much as I had done a Call of Duty intro for you guys, I want to basically show you that this is one of the things I'm going to do. And I'll also be posting basically videos of a good time, of maybe a party and such like that. It's more like a mixed channel, and I guess my rap name is MC Cali, and I'm basically doing this channel basically to aid any MCs, rappers, poets, lyricists, writers. And on the side, if you like rap and video games, or if you just like video games, or if you just like rap, it's a mix, And one thing you might see though is I do really stupid stuff. The reason I'm not, I guess, laughing today, and I have no clue why this is being brought up, it's irrelevant, yeah, I know, is because, it's, it's spring break, and I'm really focusing on this, and kind of had writer's block earlier, so I'm really trying to basically show people how to basically rhyme scheme, and a lot of people out there are like I feel like I can rap, but I don't know legitimately how to. And I tell them, you got to look to people and most look at the old school. And, I tell them the history of rap and know how it started. And I will explain that later on in another day, in another video. And, more so show you, make you listen an audio of the actual movie, The Art of Rap, from something from nothing. And, I'll put that in the description. And basically, I know the audio for this also might not sound bad. I'm really having a hard time trying to figure out I'm a new beginner. And so basically, if you want more or want to, any suggestions how to make it better, or how to, or if you want to know more on how, the history of rap or such, or any musicians that you want me to bring up so I can, explain their technique. Most of them I do know, some of them I don't, more so the new school people. And the reason I'm also doing this is because I want people to see that, basically rhymes don't just come up, it's actually an art. And so I am I guess a white rapper in this game, so I just want you guys to see that, I'm doing this, too. And I am a lyricist, I guess, in the game of the year. I'm just explaining my story and the side of rap. This is one of my favorite videos, I guess, right now since my beginning. And another thing I want to explain to you is that when you do rap, if you are an MC out there, you kind of want to be able to write it down. If not, if you have an iPod, just type it in the notes. That's what I kind of do. Or even if, it sounds dumb, but write on your hand or something, you don't always need paper. Or if not, even if you don't like freestyling, just do, kind of do your best at it, and this rhyme scheme right here, the AV, it's difficult when you start out. And I just barely started trying it, and it really makes more sense now that I'm actually, listening to, Mos Def and Wu-Tang. So, basically that's it. I just wanted to, help any lyricists out there, give them kind of a little preview of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to probably post one later today of kind of in-depth rap and, more line schemes. And tell your friends, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. Post on Facebook, whatever you got to do. I'm just really trying to reach out to people who want to learn, especially people who are afraid, it's a weird genre, people don't like rap, but in reality, it is a good game. And if you want more, just comment, subscribe, hit me up, do whatever, yeah, this is MC Cali for Life, and this was the rap intro.